So I wanted to talk about loadout and what is important to carry as you're traveling through the game. And again, this is something that may not work for you, but this is something that has definitely helped me to increase my chances of surviving, and in doing so has increased my average damage per game as well as my average kill per game. Because this type of loadout helps you stay in the game longer, it increases your chances of surviving, and in doing so adds up to higher kills, higher damage. So generally I carry three weapons, and you want to make sure that you're carrying an up close weapon, so that would be like a sword or a shotgun. Then you want your mid-range weapons, that could be like a UMP or an AK. And then you want your long-range distance weapons, so that would be like an AWP or maybe a FAL. That will basically cover all your bases as far as fighting goes. You're going to have a close
Shit,
range
Ben, your
weapon
last
if
one.
someone's in on you. You're going to have a mid-range weapon for peeking,
Stand up.
and then you have your long-range weapons for hitting people at distance. You don't really need to carry more than three weapons, and in reality, you can carry just two weapons. And a lot of times, I mean, you can carry an AK and a shotgun and win the whole game. Depends what you're good at and what you feel comfortable with. I've won games with UMPs and shotguns, and the rest carrying heals.
This
If you have a
one's
team where you
sorry,
coordinate things
bad
really
angle.
well and you have a guy that's pretty much the op or the ranged guy, you can definitely just roll with two weapons, and then you can stack more heals, and maybe you and your team, you know, make it even quicker that way. There's different ways to do it, but generally you need to carry some form of heals so that you are staying in the game and in the fight longer. Alright, so as you can see, I usually carry two bananas, six health sodas, and six shield sodas. I prefer the sodas over carrying a shaker or two additional bananas, mainly because when you're coming out of zone or people taking pot shots at you, it's easier to heal up quicker and you can do it on the move pretty quickly with sodas compared to bananas. But that doesn't mean that if I'm running through the game and I see,
That's
I
good.
already have two bananas and I see another banana, that I'm not going to
Just
pick it
a
up.
freaking
I'm going to pick up whatever heals that I actually see on my way. I generally try to get at least two health items and at least one set of shield items. So it could be four bananas and a set of three shakers. It could be two bananas, six health sodas, and six shield sodas. But generally, that's what I go for. Now, you do get, 50 shield when you kill somebody, and you're going to pick up their items. So as long as you have some health,
Are we still there?
you should be able to
You got it.
continue to fight your way in, take other people's health
Here,
items,
grab a
and
shaker.
continue on winning, your way. Alright, so this is a video that was pretty recent,
There's
and it
one right
just
here.
kind of like highlights why I go with carrying heals and why they are so beneficial in keeping you in the game and increasing your chances of
Oh my
winning.
god,
Um,
good action. Nice.
Alright, so we're coming in here, we're kind of pushing on a team, we're coming out of, we're riding the zone somewhat in, and you can see I have a ton of heals in my loadout, and they're gonna come in handy here. So we'll probably speed this up a little bit.
Oh, another team. Fuck.
Alright, and as you can see, we're pushing another team, kind of coming out of zone, and we start getting hit immediately. My health has dropped to 43, I immediately eat a banana, and I start popping shakers. In just a second, my health is going to be almost full, and it's going to benefit us because we're going to be able to continue to fight. If I didn't have that health, if I was carrying
There's a
grenades
banana here.
or like four weapons, you know,
Get back,
I'm
get
not
back.
going to make it.
Can you?
That's the thing. You have to focus on health, you have to focus on your resources, and just staying in the game. And this is something that I feel like I didn't
No.
really fully grasp when I first started playing the game. I was more just excited about fighting in VR. I thought it was super fun. And as I've gotten better, I've got my
Oh
win
yeah, I
rate
see
up,
that
I've
here
got
right
my
there.
damage per game up, my damage per kills up, and this
I'm
is
just
something
gonna
that I
use the
just
thing to go to the other side.
wanted to share. So we'll go on with this, and I'll show you as the game goes on why just keeping health on you is going to help us win this.
Someone on top of that rocket.
Alright, and as you can see, I'm taking shots at somebody, but I also get hit. But I have health on me, so I can continue to heal up and stay in the fight. I am out of shield at this point, but I do have open
Let's let them
spaces, so I can
fight
pick
and
up
then
other items.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, if I had killed somebody,
There's someone on one.
that would have picked up their 50. So that's why I don't really carry as much shield as health. Because generally, if you kill somebody, you're going to pick up their 50.
Around this area to get some heals and shit.
Yeah.
Do you have enough walls though?
31.
And as you can see,
Nice, nice.
as soon as we're moving further into zone, I grab whatever healing items I do find along the way, and I use them if I need them, or I carry them with me, because at this point I do have open inventory slots. Also, I ended up picking up a shotgun instead of a sword. I just
There's so
prefer
damn
a
heals,
shotgun
man.
in a lot of times over a sword,
I love
but I did carry the sword with me to move quicker, but I don't keep it with me long. Right, so one thing is, as you like
just
get
want to be
through
as
the
pro
map and the zone
man
shrinking,
on the
um,
one map.
you'll kind of have open inventory slots. You see, I dropped the sword, and I usually pick up grenades toward the end of the map because that's when I've already used some of my heals and I might have an open space, and you can use them as a distraction or to kill somebody. But that's why I typically don't pick them up at the beginning. I usually go for
See,
heals and
one thing
some
though I know
weapons,
is that
and then towards the end I start picking up grenades and
he's using
anything else that might be
everything.
useful at that time. All right, and we're continuing to fight, and I got a guy that's going to come in on me here, and I'm able to take him out. And this is when I heal up
One more, one more,
immediately.
one
This is
more.
why I keep heals on me, because I can continue to stay in the fight. If I didn't have
He's the
heals,
one on the
I would
one
be
down
super
low.
low
He's
there,
dropping.
and then all I'd
I
have is
got
his
him.
50 shield,
I shot his
you know,
wall.
or whatever he
Where's he at? Where's he
dropped.
at?
I mean, typically that is when you
He's
pick
in
up
the
other
one low.
people's items after you
The,
kill them. But if you're not carrying
he got
heals,
an
like say you
M10.
carry like a grenade and 4 weapon loadout, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do in a situation
Mm-hmm.
like that?
Grab this.
But we do have the drop. We're able to get more heals, um,
He just revived
you
him
know, and
though.
stay in the
Oh
game.
no,
I do
he
pick up a
revived
gold
here somewhere
DT. I
down
don't know why, probably
at the
because it's
bottom.
shiny.
Okay, okay.
But you know, typically you just want to stack health. All right, and we do end up pulling this
Yeah,
off.
right here.
Sal's a great player. We work really well together as a team, and you'll notice that you know, I have pretty good health here at the end to fight. I do get hit a couple times. I'm exposing myself when I probably shouldn't be, but
Pushing up on me.
you know, sometimes you make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And I pop a shaker
One flying
here,
over to you.
so I'm back up, but I'm hit immediately. But I still have a decent amount of health to keep fighting. If I didn't keep help on me at all, I mean, this is when I would, you know, basically be dead. That guy shot me, I probably would have died, because all I would have was that 50 from the guy that I killed earlier.
Fuck.
But again, I'm hit here again. I eat another banana, stand in the fight, and this guy actually flies out and exposes himself, and we're able to just wrap this game up.
Nice,
But
nice.
that's kind of why I like to carry heals
I was
over
scared there.
carrying like
Oh
a
man.
ton of weapons and grenades. It's just a better play for you to end up lasting
Hell
longer through the
yeah, hell
game,
yeah.
and that will in
I know,
turn
we got
increase your
I still
damage per
have 4
kill as
bananas.
well as your average
Oh, nice, nice,
Could have
nice.
kills per
stayed in
game.
there.
I have so many good guns.
Hey, so that basically wraps up the video. I basically recommend to at least carry 3 slots of heals and at least 2 weapon slots. You know, depending on how you roll, you may go with 3 weapons or 2 weapons, but you really need to focus on carrying heals and stay away from clunking up your inventory with a lot of unuseful items.